Good morning, learners. I am here to talk to you a little bit about bus safety today. So we have heard from our bus drivers that they are having a lot of issues with students on the bus not being safe. So not being safe with their words, not being safe with their bodies. And so we are going to work together as a whole school to address some of those issues. And so it's important for us to first take a look at our school rules, because even though you are not at school, those school rules still apply on the bus. So we expect you to be safe, to be respectful, to be kind and caring, and to be responsible. So what does that look like on the bus? How can we follow those school rules on the bus? The first thing that we can remember is to always walk to the bus. So we have been noticing, Mrs. Tracy and Mrs. Goodman and I, and many of the teachers, that students are not always walking to the bus. They're not always walking to lobby, and they're not always walking to rec. And so that becomes a safety issue. We expect that you are walking to whatever your plans are after school, that is being safe to walk. Once you are on the bus, we expect you to remain seated. We expect you to remain seated because it's unsafe to be up and moving while the bus is moving. And so you need to stay seated so that the bus driver knows where you are and can guarantee that you are safe. Please also make sure to use a quiet voice on the bus. We use a quiet voice on the bus so that the bus driver can hear what is going on around him or her, and so that the bus driver is not distracted by a lot of noise. We want to make sure that the bus driver is not distracted so that they can get you to and from school safely. So we use a quiet voice. Keep the aisle clear and your items in your backpack. This ensures if you have to exit the bus, if you have to get off the bus just because you're getting off at home, or if there's an emergency, that we're not tripping over items in the aisles. If you find something that does not belong to you, return it to the bus driver. That's part of being respectful. Follow the directions of the bus driver at all times. They are there to make sure that you are getting to and from school safely. Please follow their directions. Keep your body to yourself. So just like at school, you need to keep your hands and your body in your own space. And please make sure to use kind words with everyone. Just because we're not at school, we need to make sure that we are still, even on the bus, being kind and caring. If we are able to do this as a whole school, we are going to have a little reward, but we're going to fill a marble jar first. So for the remainder of school, the bus drivers will put a marble in the jar for each morning and afternoon where there are no misbehaviors on the bus. So we need to pull together as a school team and make sure that we are following the rules. For those students going to rec and lobby, Mrs. Tracy is going to be watching for safe behaviors in the hallway at the end of school. And at the end of the day, if we don't have to speak to any rec or lobby kids about running in the hallway, she's going to put a marble in the jar. When the jar is full, the whole school is going to get extra recess. So we will plan for that. We only have about 4 weeks left of school. Can you believe it? But I think that we can probably fill that jar and get some extra recess. Let's all work together to make sure that we are being safe on the bus.